Hey, is this your car?
Yes, sir, it is. What's happening?
What do you do for a living, man?
So I own the Black Wolf app. So Uber and Lyft, that's an app, correct?
Yeah.
Same as mine. Only difference is I got armed drivers. We provide security. We want to make everybody safe and feel secure. All right, let's just say you're riding. Your mom says, hey, I want you to go somewhere. If your mom is worried about you, guess what? I can send her a link. Your mom can live track me, and she can live stream you in my vehicle. She can see you.
And you guys said you're armed?
You're armed. As you can tell, we are all licensed and insured. This is for our customers. I've been around the White House, Capitol Hill, every major hip-hop artist you can possibly think of. IG, Black Wolf app.
There is Kerry King Brown using the often used approach of, hey, I'm not actually holding the camera, I'm actually talking to you. You go, hey, how you doing? I didn't see you there. Oh, actually what I'm gonna talk about is my new car service. That new car service is Black Wolf, and your drivers will be armed. Maybe, if you're willing to pay the fees. So maybe you're an important figure, maybe you're an executive, maybe you're the kid of an executive and you need some extra protection. It's the latest service catering to the crime hysterical, the type of person who views American cities as descending into a Mad Max style free-for-all. So yeah, they've been pushing these types of things from politicians. And as you saw from who credited there, who posted that, it was Marjorie Taylor Greene. There's connections there all over the place. There's people trying to make money off of our violence, specifically gun violence, and how unsafe everyone thinks that they are. So still, Kerry King Brown is the man that was in that video. He's 32 years old, and he's a former private investigator who worked for Marge back in the day. And he's the brains behind this whole organization. It's a startup, and they have around 15 cars right now in Atlanta area. So here's some of the things that they said. Who are mostly on the news getting robbed, getting raped? The average person, he says. What I'm creating is a necessary evil. It's a necessary evil, he says. It's a necessity. Why though? The service pitches itself to executive types who might need bodyguard protection, and also to women, school kids, and regular people who want peace of mind in this crazy world. Now, this app even offers a school shuttle driver service. And that's a door-to-door solution for parents juggling work and family and have enough money to throw their kid in some school bus shuttling process, because who knows, maybe after your kid's school gets shot up, he's got to get out of there safely and you're stuck at work. Who knows? Maybe you never know why you may need this. Here's some of the things from the website as well too. They, it's pretty simple. Like the app, choose your destination, do all the same stuff like anywhere else. Now, they're not sure whether or not those school shuttle drivers are armed. I thought that's the whole draw of this whole thing. But still, it comes equipped with all kinds of things where they're tracking people. You can look at your loved one in the car. All that type of stuff actually comes with this service as well. There's a little bit more though, because again, it looks like you can see the angle at which he's presenting this whole process to. And to each their own, have your service. But think about what it says about our society and how we've gotten to this point. He was on Fox News with more on it.
Is this basically the same thing as Uber, just with really, really very powerful individuals in the driver's seat?
Hey, good morning, guys. Sort of. So I kind of created this app to be very exclusive. I'm not competing with Uber, not competing with Lyft, because we have a different path, we have a different goal, and our goal is to make sure that we secure each rider. We kind of want to get rid of the mindset of having somebody to say, okay, I need a ride, and but I'm not sure. So we kind of wanted to go down the path where we make sure people from the youth to adulthood, we wanted to create something for security and safety for all riders. We want to remove the stigma of things happening in these vehicles with these riders. So that's why I created the Black Wolf app. And all our vehicles, they come with front-facing cameras, to view and tracking live GPS, live streaming, for the parents or for the loved ones, whoever are in our vehicles.
Look, Dan, we can normalize things like this, and this is how it happens. Every other day we hear about someone getting shot. There's more than 2 people, but then every day 1 to 2 to 3 people get shot up all the time, and we have these large numbers behind gun violence. And the normalization now comes to we have to have everyone armed. We've heard politicians talk about it and pundits talk about it on particular side of the aisle, and this is the business side of it. Then taking that same new ripe customer base and go, they're all afraid, they're tired of getting shot. Instead of our politicians doing something about that, let's go ahead and benefit and profit off it. So I mean, it's the American way for Kerry here. Yeah, there was
It's a really good way you weave that story together, because on the one hand, you have Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is on a political level from her ability as a House representative, creating this environment, has the ability to further this environment that we have this like gun crazy culture. Then you have people coming into this like fortress capitalism going, oh, you're afraid of the world around you? By the way, it's not the world, it's America. The only reason this makes remote sense is because this is America, right? Then you have that going around saying, oh, we'll protect you with guns to take you from place to place. Okay, well, let's just take this to its logical extreme. How about for all the people who don't feel safe, but from their drivers, who I know a lot of friends who identify as women who have gotten like creepy interactions with Uber and Lyft drivers. Okay, now they're armed. Okay, no problem. Then you can just get an armed bodyguard to go with you in your armed car to make sure you have a shootout in your car if the driver ends up acting funny. And by the way, you should be armed by yourself. 100%. So it's a three-way crossfire if you or your bodyguard who's also armed starts being like funny or creepy with you. Like, all this ends up is more capitalism and more guns, which is ridiculous because yeah, we're all armed up against each other. We're all scared and tense in all this moment. It's just a boiling point that is not make a good democracy or society, but let's make this clear. It's a country thing. This is an America thing. This is happening here, which means there's a lot of countries we can look towards to change this.
As he said, lots more guns and lots more capitalism. That is the whole basis for this. All these things these politicians do, they're supposed to be legislating and actually doing things that benefit American people. What they're doing is they're looking to benefit corporations that pay them to do those certain ones. And then also the people that have all this money that also pay them to do these things. And then now we set up this environment. And of course, Marge has this guy who used to work for her and he's like, I have a great idea, help me promote this, please. And there she is, helping him promote it. It's all a part of the same process. Where is her policies and positions put forward to halt these types of things for people who can't afford? Look at graphic 7, because these are the price ranges for these types of stuff. Riders will pay a base rate of $50 for an unarmed driver in addition to $1.75 a mile. And a driver who is packing heat would put a rider back $60 as this base rate. And then they go to $1.75 per mile after that. So all you folks that are complaining about Uber and Lyft and anyone else that's raising their rates, and then you have these spike moments, they're spiking already from the beginning. Because again, they need to be armed. But my last question with this was, it's $60 if the guy is armed. I thought that's the whole damn point. Why do I want to pay $50 for a guy who's sitting there acting like just like the Uber driver? It's the same difference. What's going on?
He's powerful, but a little less powerful.
Yeah, that's what he said. Really powerful individuals in the front seat of that car. What makes them powerful? Our entire existence and identity as Americans is based off of our guns in our hands. We're weak without them. They say it. I didn't say it. They said it. That sounds pretty unpatriotic to me.